All right, this afternoon at the iPhone meetings that we had, one of the things that we had everybody do before they left was to download the First Class mobile app onto their iPhones and configure it so that they could get their iMail or their First Class mail on their devices through the First Class mobile app. Uh, I'm going to run through a quick little video here of some of the ins and outs of the interface. I'm doing this on my iPad as opposed to my iPhone. It just makes it a little more watchable. It gives me a little more screen space to make it easier for you to figure out how this is all working. At the login screen, which is already set up, before I log in, I just want to point out in the bottom left corner, there's a little question mark button here. I'm going to just tap it. And what that's going to do is it's going to bring up the using First Class with your mobile device. This is the user manual with the hyperlinks to the sections at the top. So if I want to know about conferencing, I can tap conferencing. It'll take me to that section of the document. And I can just use my finger and just scroll through that document, just swipe up and down. So that's the ins and outs of using the mobile app. That's the entire instruction manual. Now, if there's something that I don't cover in this little video, you can always hop back here for some information. All right, now before I log in, I also want to point out in the bottom right corner, the little I symbol. I'm going to tap it. And that just brings up some of the preferences for the First Class mobile app. Now I've got my password set to autosave, and that's fine because remember, we've password protected the device. So I'm not entering my password in First Class over and over and over because I'm entering a password to unlock my device to get in to use it. And the other settings that I've got are just default settings. Any message that I'm going to create inside First Class here is going to have the signature sent from First Class on my iPad. So if I type that or tap that, I can go in here and I can edit my signature. Now, you can obviously tell that I've never bothered to edit it on my iPad here yet, but you can certainly do that. I believe on your phone it will probably say sent from First Class with my iPhone. So you can go in and edit your email signature, make it if you wish, make it match your email signature inside First Class. I'll click OK, and I'll just hit done, and I'm back to my login screen. So at this point, I'm going to log into First Class. So when I log into First Class, I'm presented with all of the icons that are on my First Class desktop when I log into the First Class client on a computer. So I'll see my mailbox and then any other items I might have on my desktop, things like Division News. I've got a whole bunch of conferences here, computer text conferences. I've got Division bookmarks, instant messaging, ICT team. I've got all kinds of things, and everybody's desktop's going to look a little different. But one commonality between all of those desktops, of course, is going to be the mailbox. So I'm going to tap on the mailbox here and open it up. And you'll notice I got a whole mess of messages inside my mailbox here, and I can scroll up and down and check out those messages. If I want to read any of those messages, for example, this message here from Pearson indicating that PowerSchool 7.5 is here, oh yay, another update, I just have to tap the message and it will be presented on the other side. Now, I haven't got a lot of room to look at that message, so if I put my finger, and it's kind of tough to see because it doesn't show you the finger taps in this little video demo, but if I put my finger right on the dividing line between the list of messages and the individual message here, I can drag and make these windows bigger or smaller, make those columns bigger or smaller as it suits me. All right, so I can go through here. I can read the email. I say, you know what? Okay, great. PowerSchool 7.5 is here. I want to delete the message. Well, underneath the message on the right-hand side, I have a whole bunch of icons with options that I can use to manage this particular message. If I hit the trash can, it's going to delete that message, and it deletes it from my iPad, but more importantly, it just doesn't delete it from my iPad or my iPhone. It deletes it from First Class because I'm working with the First Class server right now. So anything I delete here, I can't go back to my computer in the office and it's going to be there. So the way this manages mail is a little different than the BlackBerry in that when I create a message here or I delete a message here, you're working with First Class as if you were sitting in front of your computer working with First Class. So let's take a look at another one here. I've got a message from, well, I've got some junk mail here. This Celebrate Wiggles Wednesday, this one right here. Well, that's something that I'm not too worried about. I'm not going to go to see the Wiggles. I saw them last time on their tour with Iron Maiden. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete that message. Well, of course, I can use the trash can at the bottom here to delete the message. and I'm going to cancel this. So I'm just going to click anywhere outside of that delete button. Here's another way to delete messages. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my finger and I'm going to swipe from right to left on that message. You'll notice a little delete button pops up, and I can delete that message right there from my mailbox. All right. Okay, let's get a message here that that I'm going to that I want to respond to. So let's see. Pat's got an email, or see, Scott here's got an email for me about iPhones. So Scott wants to know he missed the meeting, so he wants to come meet tomorrow morning with a few others to go over the setup. So I'm going to say, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. So in the bottom or underneath that column, I've got a series of icons underneath the column on the right-hand side. I'm going to click this first one, which is the reply button. And I can reply with quote, I can forward, I can reply all, I can reply sender, just like you were replying to messages inside First Class. And I'm going to hit reply. And it takes me to a message. You'll notice that it's addressed it to Scott. It's got the subject up at the top. There's my signature, sent from First Class with my iPad. All I have to do is just tap my finger inside that empty space and I can type my message. And I'll just say, I am meeting with everyone at noon. See you then. Oh, and I'm going to correct my typos. And hit done. So I'm done typing and editing that message. At this point, I can hit send, but let's say I had an attachment that I wanted to put onto that, or I wanted to attach a file. That's what in the bottom left corner, that's what the little paperclip is all about. I can attach a message. If I decide, you know what, I don't even want to send this anymore, the garbage can on the right-hand side will allow me to delete that message. But you know what, I'm good with this, so I'm just going to hit send, and away it goes. So that has now been sent off to Scott. What if I want to create a brand new message? Well, right to in the bottom left corner, you'll see that there's an edit button. Right next to the edit button is a little tiny square with a pencil in it. If I type that or that icon, that's where I can create a new message. And I'm going to type this one to, let's say I'm going to send this to Andy McKeel. I don't even have to type the whole name. It's just like First Class. I can just say Andy McKay and I can hit done. It'll figure out, oh, there's Andy. And I'll just type a quick message. Hey, Andy. And I'll say, how's things? And I'm done editing that message. Now it's time to send it. So I'll just hit send in the top right corner. And away it goes. So I've sent a message off to Andy. Some other icons that you'll be interested in. I think Barry at one of the sessions said today, he says, I got a mess of folders in my mailbox. How could I see those folders? In the bottom left, that last icon in that list of icons in the bottom left corner is the folder icon. If I clip that or tap that folder icon, that is going to display all of the folders that I've created inside my mailbox to organize my mail. And I can simply click into any one of those folders. For example, here I'll go into the ISTE affiliate folder, and I got a whole bunch of emails in there inside that folder. So that's a quick way to view those emails as well that you may have filed along the way. All right, what if I got a mess of folder emails inside my mailbox here. What if I want to find, let's say, all the messages that came from Andy in my mailbox? Well, right next to the create new message icon in that bottom corner, I got something that looks like a filter. This one right here. If I open that up, what I can do is I can now filter my mailbox by, well, McKeel. And you'll notice that when I type in the filter for McKeel, now I have a whole mess of emails that come from Andy. I can wipe that out or cancel that, and I'm back to the way it was. No filtering. I'm looking at my entire mailbox and scrolling up and down inside that mailbox right now. If I click on the home button in the top left corner, I'm back to my home screen. And if I decide, you know what, I'm done with First Class, it's time to log out, I'm just going to hit the log out button at the top. And I've logged out, and I'm ready for the next time I want to log into First Class. So hopefully, I mean, that was a pretty quick little primer, but hopefully that'll get you going with First Class, allow you to send mail, receive mail, check your mail, delete your mail, also respond to mail, and so forth. So Good luck with your new iPhones, and I'm sure we'll have a few more tips and tricks along the way that we'll want to share with you.